welcome to the Dray Way. I am so glad you are here. I am filming this show live in 40-mile-an-hour winds, so this should be interesting. But I got a great show for you. Stay right there. We're going to have a great day today. Let's get things started. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. Man, we got so much to talk about. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see what happened yesterday? I have to admit, I'm still in shock about it all. I'm in shock because, once again, Donald Trump just says a bunch of stupid stuff. I mean, really, really dumb stuff. I mean, the United States is going to take over Gaza. Yeah, we're just going to start anew and, you know, we're going to build something really nice. What are you talking about? What are you even saying? Mr. Trump, I hate to break it to you, it's not your land. It's got nothing to do with you at all. And how you think you're just going to do this, yeah, that's not going to happen. Everything you said, not going to happen. You want to know why? Because the rest of the world thinks you're a frickin' nut job. Yeah, because Gaza has nothing to do with you. Okay? And instead of you offering real solutions, you offered something that is called a wackadoo. Yeah, it's called a wackadoo because only a wackadoo would suggest what you suggested. Yeah, the United States is going to take over Gaza. It's now Gaza, USA. Yeah, that's not a thing. And it's not going to happen. And it's just another example of you not being qualified at all. I mean, dude, you are not qualified at all. You know, the more you talk, the more you sound like this ridiculous old man that is completely out of touch with the world, because that's what you are. You're an old man who is completely out of touch with what's going on in the world. Gaza, USA, are you out of your mind? You got millions of Palestinians heading back to their land, no matter what the condition, because it's their land, it's their home. Do you understand that? Apparently not, because you go off and have this. By the way, you're standing there next to Netanyahu, and I hate to break it to you, but he's kind of the problem. You know, he's been around for what, 20 years? And how have things been in that area over the last 20 years? Yeah, not real good, have they? So there's one thing that's consistently common with the area being in turmoil for the last 20 years. And it's him. So before you start saying wild, crazy things, like, yeah, the United States is... Did you see the leaders of the rest of the world? They were like, huh? Yeah, that's not a thing. Yeah, that's not... I don't know what Mr. Trump was talking about, but that's not a thing. And that's because it's not. That's why other world leaders were just... Can you imagine they have to answer that question? Can you imagine having to even answer that? Because it's that outlandish and that dumb. And that's... We're literally wasting time on things in America that need attention, that need to be done. And I guess maybe that whole thing is a distraction or something, because right now, Elon Musk and these kids think that they can just walk around and with impunity and just do whatever they want to do. And now we're talking about just getting rid of entire departments. Yeah, this is what's called government gone awry. This is what's called when government is just not really active. I mean, does anyone think that this is democracy? Does anyone think that this is what the founding fathers had in mind? That all the president has to do is write a bunch of executive orders and poof, hey, you want to get rid of this? Poof, I wrote an executive order. That's not how things work. That's not, certainly not how the Constitution is written at all. Not even a little. So it's time to put the brakes on, everybody. It's time to realize that, dismantling our government, dismantling, I don't know, the CIA, are you out of your mind? Yeah, I could go on and on, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this? And what do you think about this whole thing in Gaza? I mean, is it just a distraction? Meanwhile, we have people back in the States dismantling our entire government. Like that's a good thing? Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay right there. We got a lot more to talk about. Welcome to the Dray Way. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 and I need your help. So please hit the subscribe button and don't go anywhere. More Dray Way on the way. Yeah, let's just get rid of the CIA. And the FBI. And the Department of Education. Yeah, let's just start getting rid of this stuff. I'm not joking. This is what they really want to do. They want to start getting rid of these institutions without any forethought as to what that would mean and the lives that you put in jeopardy. And Donald Trump walking around saying, hey, we don't need the Department of Education. We don't need anything that they do. The states can handle it. No, they can't, Mr. President. They've shown that. Have you not seen the test scores from Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, West Virginia, Arkansas? You know what all those states have in common? Yeah, they're poor red states. And they're consistently poor red states. Why? Because they're red states. And that's why they're consistently poor year after year after year. How are their test scores? Poor. How is their education system? Poor. So, yeah, let the states handle it. Yeah, the red states haven't been handling it very well, have they? In fact, they've been handling it very poor. So, getting rid of the Department of Education achieves what? Getting rid of the IRS achieves what? Getting rid of the CIA and the FBI achieves what? What is it you're trying to achieve besides total chaos? And when there's chaos, every time there's chaos, what's really going on? People are stealing. When there's chaos and people really don't know what's going on, people are stealing. That's 99.9% of the time when there's chaos, it's because somebody wants to steal. And that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel every day when I say, no more Department of Education? Oh yeah, that makes sense how? No more CIA? That makes sense how? Let's get rid of the IRS? That makes sense how? See, all this stuff just doesn't make sense. And it's not part of the American fabric. It's not a part of what we are that's made this country great. You're trying to do things that nobody knows how this ends. Nobody knows. Getting rid of the CIA? Really? You think that's in the country's best interest? Getting rid of the IRS? Getting rid of the Department of Education? What else do you want to get rid of? What else you might as well get rid of the House and Senate. Why are they still in session? What does the House and Senate even do anymore? We've got Donald Trump. What do we need the House and Senate for? They're just in the way. You see, this is not how our government was set up. This is not a government of the people, by the people at all. This is a lunatic old man. This is an old man that's dumb. This is a dumb old man leading the country. And what happened the last time the dumb old man led the country? Hundreds of thousands of people died. And that's a fact. You can't change that. That's a fact. And now this dummy is leading us again. And what do you think is going to happen again? Because here we are, not even 3 weeks in, and he's been a disaster on the world stage. He's been a laughing stock. Everybody around the world is just laughing at this man. This man that you thought would be a great idea to put in the White House again. is a laughing stock around the world. Nobody takes him seriously whatsoever because he's dumb, and that's why. And I know it's hard to sit here and say this stuff, but we have 3 weeks of history already, 3 weeks of complete nonsense. But here the country is, and we're trying to focus on what the country needs, and he's focused on everything else but what the country asked him for, which was to handle inflation and lower prices. And since he's taken office, I haven't seen lower prices on anything. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. We got more to talk about. I have a final thought. Don't go anywhere. There's more right here on the Dray Way. Stay right there. You know, sometimes when we're, especially whether I'm doing TikTok, YouTube, and now in 12 days, I'll have my own podcast, the Dray Way, Fearless After 40. Sometimes along the way, you just simply don't remember to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to you, my audience, because sometimes I just, you get into doing your producing things and taking care of, in my case, my son, my household, and everything else, plus doing these lives, and you get caught in doing all this stuff, and sometimes you just forget to stop for a minute and thank your audience, because some of you guys have been following me for, I really got involved with this a little over 2 years ago, and some of you have been with me a really long time. And I don't always get a chance to say thank you. So this is one of those times I just want to stop for a moment and let you guys know how much I appreciate you. How much I appreciate you guys following and commenting and making this whole thing enjoyable. And it's the entire reason, especially with what's gone on TikTok. It hasn't so much happened on this platform, but on TikTok, I must have 15 or 20 fake Draytons, and those fake Draytons contact my people, and some people think it's real, some people, don't know. So that's why I'm doing my own podcast, because I'm going to be able to connect and meet my own audience here in Vegas, and that's the plan, to actually have parties and stuff like that, and actually meet the audience and have a chance to actually meet you guys and talk with you guys. But even if I can't meet some of you in person, hopefully we can meet in Zoom, or you continue to meet me this way. But I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm able to do this because of you guys and your constant support. And I just want you to know it means a lot to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Thanks for coming out and checking out the Dray Way. And don't forget, in about 12 days, I'll be over at my new podcast, the Dray Way, Fearless After 40. I will be on a platform called Patreon, and I think we're going to be live streaming from Podbean. I'll find that out later today. But we're definitely going to be on Patreon. I'll be talking more about that in the next few days. Don't forget, there's a new Dray Way each and every day. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you for following and being a member of everything I'm trying to do. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Dray Way.